Alright, what's good, people? We in here, man. See what it is. By the way, let me know if y'all hear this air in the background, because it's pretty loud. I kind of hear it in the headphones here. Not sure, but let me know if y'all hear it. If so, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Either way, we in here, man. I'm about to react to this new episode of Rick and Morty. Oh yeah, just like y'all, man. I'm a real Rick and Morty fan for the ones that's real fans. I've been in it since the beginning, since day one, since premiere day, episode one. So, you feel me? I'm just ready to get into it, man. Honestly, like, yeah, we gotta get into it, man. Let's go.
Come on, Rick. We're almost there.
Leave me, Morty. It's the only way. What? Were we blades in that one? That's f***ing tight.
Just stay with me.
I'm scared, Morty. I can see the end. I'm a silly man. I'm a silly small man. I'm sorry I got you into this.
Then how about I get us out of this?
More than handling it, man. Handle that shit, Morty. Woo! Oh shit. Yo!
Hello?
Hey, Jessica. It's Morty from school.
Oh, hey,
Morty
Morty.
just said,
What's
"Hey,
up?
fucking, I'm
I just want to
digging
say
it,
that
bro."
you're really great. I know the timing never really worked out with us, but you're really great, and I wish I got to know you better.
Oh,
Get it off your chest,
that's a
Morty.
lot.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I guess I just...
No, I just wish you said it sooner.
What?
Yeah, I mean, being nervous is sort of selfish sometimes, you know?
Life
Yeah,
support
that's a great
systems
point.
failing.
Fuck you.
Well, what are you doing tonight?
Tonight?
Yeah, do you, want to watch a movie or something?
Shit.
Yeah, tonight. Sounds great. Holy sh... Holy
Oh God, fuck that! I gotta leave. Oh God.
Oh, where are we?
We're home, Rick. I landed us in the ocean.
The ocean? The ocean on Earth?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, shit. Holy shit. We have to go. We have to go right now. You touched
What?
the ocean, Morty.
What's the big...
Oh,
Oh
What?
shit.
Richard, you have desecrated the sacred treaty betwixt land and sea. Now face the wrath of your once and eternal foe, Mr. Nimbus.
Sorry? Who is that?
my nemesis.
What?
My f***ing nemesis.
This Wow. Fucking wow, man. New intro. Oh shit. I wonder what we're gonna actually see out of this.
Wait, so who is coming over again?
Is that his nemesis?
Rick has a nemesis?
I guess.
Has he mentioned him before?
I was gonna ask you. First I'm hearing it.
Well, who is he? Like a magic guy? Rick's science and he's magic?
He's like a fish?
a fish.
He's not a fish. He's Mr. Nimbus. He's king of the ocean, and he's a piece of shit. Are you happy, Morty? Are you happy you touched the ocean? He's gonna be here any minute. Just help me smooth this over, or this guy's gonna become more trouble than he's worth.
Hey, I don't know how much I can help out tonight, Rick. Jessica's coming over just to watch a movie
Morty
or
got
something.
shit
But you
to
know,
do.
that's a good step. That's a solid step to something, you know.
Truly, nobody cares about your Morty. The sooner you learn that, the better.
I think you just don't want me happy because then I'll stop doing your crazy chores.
Trust me, after that ocean up, you don't get to do anything crazy. While I bullshit
let
my way
my
through this
boy
peace
live,
summitry
Rick.
with Nimbus, Summer is gonna dive into the Marianas Trench to recover the forbidden shell that gives him his power, because Summer can be trusted.
Let's lick.
Okay,
I don't
what?
love that.
Of course you don't, because you guys are...
Dr. Wong suggested we experiment.
We've been watching pornography together.
You
Gross.
might never come back from the ocean.
Oh, you'll have to tone it down, babe. The squares can't handle it.
There are
Damn,
suicide
man.
capsules in all of your teeth. Do what you want with that. Come on, Morty, you're on in here and age it up a few centuries.
So time moves faster in there? It's like a Narnia thing?
I'm not a beaver who believes in Jesus Christ, Morty.
Why is everything a fight with you?
I'm not gonna learn this early, Morty. Life is a fight.
With Mr. Nimbus?
Are you making fun of me? Mr. Nimbus is an ice-cold dick killer, Morty. Okay, let's go. That's his magic ocean horn.
Oh shit. Oh, bro.
Mr. Nimbus.
What the
Nimbus,
fuck is that
Richard,
about?
you look like ass.
Let's get this over with.
I'm sorry, this is the guy?
Jerry?
Hold on, no. I've seen you f a planet,
Damn,
and this
man,
is the
Jerry,
guy you're
like,
afraid
this
of?
ain't
I
it,
like this
bruh.
one, Rick. He is unbroken, untamed. Perhaps you could use a firmer grip upon his leash.
Okay,
What?
that's enough. I'm calling the police.
Go ahead.
Jerry, he controls police, Jerry.
How?
Right, that tracks. In dumb world, police, a strange, horny ocean man is on my lawn. Well, I don't see how that's relevant, but we're white.
Freeze! Fight.
What the fuck? No, hey!
Flee.
Get out of here.
Shall we, Richard?
Okay, but how did
Jesus
you...
Christ, Jerry, he's Mr. Nimbus. He controls the police.
What the fuck?
Hello? Am I in the right place? I just saw a bunch of cops having sex with
Miss
me.
Nimbus, just get inside. Morty, grab the wine.
Yeah, in a minute. Come on, Jessica.
Stand aside, unless you are worthy of Nimbus.
If that means what I think it means, I'll have you know we watch porn together. Oh!
Ooh.
Damn, cuz.
Paige, so we know where to send the gift basket.
Damn.
So that just happened.
You don't sound upset about it.
Neither do you.
Yeah, just make yourself comfortable. You know, choose a movie,
Ah,
or we can
damn,
watch some
Morty.
interdimensional cable if you want.
We now return to Nintendo 69.
Nintendo. Oh, what are you doing to me? Oh, Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo.
Or we could watch
some
whatever,
more
you know,
ad-lib.
whatever you're into.
Morty, did I hear you're getting wine?
Yeah, I gotta get some wine for Mr. Nimbus.
Got any extra?
Oh,
Shit.
yeah. I'll go get some,
What
just for
was
you.
trying to do?
Hurry back.
Looks like you could use
all
a
right.
hand.
Oh, hey, yeah, that.
Through a portal with that crate full of alcohol that's been here for decades.
Hey, thanks, Hoovy. I really appreciate that. I got a girl over, and I really like her. I'm just nervous.
Mess it up.
So what did you do?
Oh, I messed it up. But I found the one who loves me for that.
Thanks. I really needed to hear that. Here, take one of these.
Oh, you don't have to.
No, I want to. You have a good day, Hoovy.
You have a great...
Oh, the
Hova?
years passed.
Why did you leave
shit.
us, Father?
Japheth? When were you born?
Oh,
If I
shit.
ever met you, I'd avenge her.
Was it my fault?
Who's that?
That's
Who's
messed
the
up.
Boy from the magic door.
The ocean.
The place I shit? Go ahead.
Term number 2. Stop shitting in the ocean.
No idea what you're talking about.
Delicious. Another.
Oh,
Another?
I was thinking of using
Oh,
this one
just
for.
Give him the
weak
bottle.
ass.
God damn.
Another.
What the fuck are you
Morty,
drinking?
you get the wine?
Hey, Jessica. Yeah, sorry. Just going back to get it.
Oh, I thought you already went.
I did. I just got a little busy. Going right now. Again. You go ahead and fire up that movie.
That's okay. I'll wait for you.
Holy shit!
Man,
Holy shit! Holy
hold
shit!
on. Hey, get the wine, boy. Get the wine, man. It's going down.
Waiting for
Jesus
Damn,
Christ.
that
Why is
motherfucker
every
got
old guy
buff.
super jacked? Sorry, I'm so.
Shit.
You know what?
Damn, what? Trying to get some pussy. Fuck that. Let's go.
He wasn't old like 10 seconds ago. Ow, motherfucker!
I'm sorry, Father. I'm
Morty
sorry. we
ain't
never
fucking
believed-
around.
You come back. Stop.
Dang, I'm back.
Papa, why do we guard the gate?
Because one day the dark child shall return, and we will be ready.
Holy shit.
Delicious. Where is your wine boy, Richard? I thirst.
He's getting it. Stop eating beignets like that.
Death by orgasm?
Are we
Oh,
really
dang.
ready to open things this wide? What if it gets weird? What if I fall in love with him?
No! Damn it!
What was that?
Morty.
Another scheme of yours, Richard? I know you're planning
Morty.
something.
It's
Come
nothing.
on.
Would you excuse me,
Let my
please?
boy live.
is going
Get
on? Where's the
some,
wine?
Dad was
man.
horny and I dropped it.
God, I can't believe you're f***ing.
Dwellers, do not keep Nimbus waiting and live.
Be right out. God damn it, do you see this Whisper Kitchen Frasier bullshit you're making me do? Morty, just get the wine. Beth and
Not
Jerry, stop trying to
Frasier.
f*** Nimbus.
I'll have you know
You wouldn't
he
do it
propositioned
here.
us.
Propositions everybody.
Sounds like you're busy.
No.
No.
I ran into a little trouble, but I'll go get that wine right now.
Come on,
You
bro.
said you were gonna get it like twice already.
I was,
Shut
and
up.
I'm getting it right
3
now.
times the charm, son.
Holy sh! It's him!
Yeah. My boy back.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Remain vigilant, because you never know.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Strap up, Morty.
The boy is not
Morty
coming back.
said, I'm getting some night.
You have
Boy, just
wasted our
pop in
lives,
here.
our
Oh, my
very
mind.
futures on a fantasy, a lie.
I know what I saw.
You saw nothing.
You are a foolish boy.
Those called fools are the only ones brave enough to see the
What
truth.
kind of shit is going on in Narnia? Boy, about to come back and fuck y'all up.
Tell me, Father, Am I a
What the
fool
heck?
now?
He kissed him on his forehead.
And what is power but a lie we...
Yeah.
Oh, it's real! It's real! I was wrong! I was so wrong! God is real!
Oh, shit. Morty is not bullshitting. He done ricked himself up. I'm seeing hints of evil Morty here. I'm seeing hints of evil Morty. I don't know what. I get it. He might not be evil Morty to come to play, but that's fucking evil Morty.
Wow, impeccable service. Big tip.
I liked your other one more. What was his name? Kyle?
What?
Nothing.
Ah.
Can we just sign this thing and go?
No, we need to
Jessica,
know about
I'm
that.
so
Hold
sorry.
on, we
It's
need to know
fine.
about
We're
that.
only gone.
I'm sorry, Jessica. We just never seem to get it right, do we?
No, I guess we don't. But I'm glad you called me. Maybe we can start
God.
over. Get it right.
Hey,
Thanks for bringing the wine.
Totally worth it.
about
Do we need an
time.
opener?
Oh, I'll go get it.
I do so
It's
love to
about
sign up on
time,
the
y'all.
dotted line.
They
Shall
starring
we?
season.
Jesus
Boy,
Christ,
they starring
yes.
out
And
with
who
a
is your
banger.
witness? My witness is the squid.
Really proud of the SeaWorld theme, aren't you?
Hey, just
Get a witness, man. Don't make this about.
Morty, come here. I need you for some bullshit.
Fuck out of here,
Rick,
Rick.
I've done everything you've asked.
Oh,
Can I
God.
just have some time with my girlfriend?
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
I mean, she's not. We kissed, but I'm just trying to take it slow. You gotta give these things time to breathe. You know?
Damn, Morty.
Because I am the traveler.
Yes.
You
That
will
shit
be the one
breathe
to
a little
pass
bit.
through
Let's
the door.
breathe.
You will be the one to end our pain.
But, Mother, what about my pain?
Your pain shall set us free. Again. Again. You are not ready.
Please, Mother.
Do you think he will show you mercy like he did to us?
Oh, shit.
Does anyone need anything?
Holy sh!
Don't judge. We're growing as
It's
a couple.
going down now. That ain't his world.
For the future.
Assassinate Nimbus! Sorry, wait. Who is that?
Get in line, pal.
Oh, God. Just come for the win up in here, man.
Such a waste.
Mother?
Oh, no. Come on. He just got
had
her.
to touch
He
the
just
ocean.
got her.
Oh, shut up! There isn't time to. It's all f***ing you f***ed it.
Boy about to lose his shit. What's going
Oh,
on?
strip down Sundance sci-fi bullshit. Where's Jessica? Jessica.
That Morty?
That was her name, wasn't it? Thank you, Morty. I had forgotten. Oh, right. You'll be needing this. For the wine.
What?
Can you believe he bought that
What?
free bullshit?
Are you fucking serious? I
Very
should.
well.
Why did I
If you
fall
seek
for
war
that?
with Atlantis,
Oh
you
my
shall.
God.
I've already been
That's
to war with
so
Atlantis when I
fucked
DK'd
up.
that mermaid.
I knew that was you.
He's already doing that, asshole. But sure, yeah, go for it. Make us slightly more wet.
Am I a joke to you?
Yes, you are a
Yes.
f***ing joke. You f***ing suck. You've always sucked. You know why we haven't fought in years? Because you're an embarrassment to me, and I don't need you anymore. I don't need anybody. All I do is eat and 69 Nintendos, bro, every day.
Ooh,
Maybe you
shit.
hate me because I am the only man to you. Now all that's left is pity for a sad, drunk shell of a
Damn.
man, too afraid to see how alone he truly is. If Diane were alive today, what would she think?
An established canonical backstory with what is wrong with you people?
I have been asking that for centuries. I was created to study you, Morty, to know you. But the closer I look, the more I do not recognize myself.
Yeah, man, I really don't have time for...
I have often wondered, who would we be without you, Morty? Are we anything beyond our hatred? And when she came away, why do we always hide the truths we feel?
Bitch ass motherfucker.
Sure, bitch, do it!
Asshole!
Yeah, I guess I am an asshole. You know, sometimes you gotta be an asshole. My grandpa...
Morty?
Hey, Jessica, wow.
Well,
Must have
what
been
up,
some
little
nap,
thing?
huh? Is that ooze or... I'm not sure what to call it. It looks like ooze. Okay.
Gotta go.
What the...
Oh, that shit dead. Damn.
Screw this. What am I even doing?
Where are you? Come back here.
Intense. You look
What y'all
stressed.
trying to
We
do,
signed
man?
the paperwork.
I must go.
Well, your people have our
Your
number.
starfish mentioned some kind of basket?
What the?
I f***ed it up, okay?
It's okay, Morty. That's what you do. Let me Deus
Oh,
Ex Machina
God.
this shit and let's go home. God, why does everyone go cyberpunk bird? Oh, well, that's cool.
They took all the cybernetics. Shit. They took all the cybernetics out.
Did you think I would let you die alone,
This a
Richard?
real motherfucker right here. Oh no! Hey! Yeah, hey man, I'm not trying to see all that.
I am Mr. Nimbus.
Wow.
Funny, man.
You still got time for that movie?
Yes.
What?
Time. I had no. It was a gift. I could see the life
Nah,
of
she
time.
crazy.
And as I watched the life of time in all its fleeting, terrible story, was
tripping,
that
man.
all I ever was? Could I be more? I had nothing but time, and still.
Well, Morty,
no
you
answer.
lost him.
Time without purpose is a prison. I have glimpsed into the mind of eternity.
Morty mind blowers. Morty
I think we
mind
should
blowers.
just be friends.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. Put the
I
Morty
get that.
mind blowers
Guess
on.
we missed
Make
our
her forget
moment.
that
Yes.
shit.
But there will be more. For both of us. Goodbye, Morty.
No.
Hey, how's it going?
Off, I'm a time.
Nimbus, that's really chill of you, man.
Richard, before you were my greatest enemy, you were my only friend.
Grandpa, I got the shell.
Okay,
You
Nimbus, look.
son of a bitch!
I have the shell. Should I blow it?
Hey,
Is that I'm just
don't
gonna blow it.
Destroy the horn.
Was I supposed to know that?
Damn.
Police, take this piece of shit to jail.
I told you, he's an ice cold dick killer. Nimbus.
Wait.
Police.
Oh shit.
Opportunity to stop. Super excited about it.
Me too. So excited. Jerry, are we doing this because we both want this?
That's
or
real shit.
because it's
Come on,
what we
go
think
forward.
the other one wants?
I just wanted to prove that I love you so much I would do this for you.
Same. Let's take that prize and get out before we make a huge mistake.
Getting cold feet.
No. Please don't tell Rick.
He wouldn't understand.
Yes, he would.
And we're back, people. What's going on? So you're probably like, what's up with the shirt change, man? You were just wearing blue. Look, man, I was recording that shit like on midnight Sunday, basically, man. I was tired. I went to sleep, all right? Even now, it's days after that, and Sunday is right around the corner for the new episode. And new episode is like technically Saturday right now. It's about maybe like close to 2 a.m. right now. I'm just getting off work and shit, man. I'm tired. It's a lot of shit going on. But I kind of got the hang of this a little bit better. So we're going to start cranking these bad boys out on time now. I'm about to start pushing them out where, you know, Sunday the episode will at least come out by maybe Monday or Tuesday. At the same time, sorry about the shitty audio that you might have gotten from me on my, you know, on my level here, on my mic levels and shit. Sorry about the shitty quality audio, you feel me? I know it sounds a little bit distorted and whatnot from when I'm talking, so I do apologize. I fixed that rookie mistake. I'm new to this, people. I'm new to this. So, you know, gotta work through the little kinks and whatnot, all right? And for those of y'all that might be in the comments that might mention something like, hey, you missed such and such because you were talking over that part and such. Look, man, I used to be mad at some reactors and whatnot whenever I watch them, you know, watch certain shows and movies, and it's like they're talking on certain parts. And I'm like, hey, you didn't catch that because you're talking on such and such. I understand why they do it now, I guess, because, you know, it's a lot you got to do to try to get the whole, you know, fair use shit and all that. You know, hopefully you see this, meaning my shit was fair use like I tried to do. So hopefully it works out. But yeah, you got to talk over stuff and whatnot. But I learned that while editing, whether it's shows or movies, it's like you watch the shit almost 15 or 20 times with all the cuts and edits and cut. Y'all not here for that part. We're here to talk about the show. So just know, even though I might have been talking over some stuff, I caught it in the editing. I caught it. Trust me, I caught it all. I got to re-listen to that episode and rewatch it 30, 40 times, okay? So I made some notes here on things that got brought to my mind, pretty much how I was like, what I was thinking about when watching and all that. Yeah, my words are a little jumbled up. Like I said, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning here. Don't ask what's in that cup. Either way, season 5, episode 1 started out with a bang. I'm fucking with it from the start. I am a Rick and Morty fan, people. I love Rick and Morty. I was there since day one, like I said in the video before watching. I'm a fan of Rick and Morty, huge fan. But yeah, season 5, episode 1, it was right. So let's see. Where do I want to start here? The beginning. Morty, Rick, danger, fucking crazy planet. I don't know what it's called, but crazy ass shit going on. Giant monster chasing them. Rick fucked up. Morty's, holding him like a baby in his arms. He carrying Rick. It's like, hey, I'm gonna carry this team. Don't worry about it, man. I just put it all on my back. It was a lot of. I paid attention to the purple crystals. Like, there's a lot of purple crystals and shit, like showing from what looked to be like parallel universes or something of Rick and Morty, like I guess different versions of them. The one thing that caught me was when Rick looked into one of the crystals and he was like, "Were blades there?" Like he asked some shit like, "Were we blades in that one?" Yeah, were we blades in that one? And I ended up having to rewind it because some shit that it is right there, like he says it, or the joke is there, or whatever is right there. It's not something that you gotta look too deep into. Sometimes I miss those simple things. Like I said, through editing, I catch things. But I went back. I already kind of got it, but I didn't fully get it. So after, going back, like I said, editing and whatnot, it was like, I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, they're in the Blade outfits. There's the fucking DJ still playing music. Because if you paid attention to the first Blade movie, and they brought my attention to that particular part. I think that's basically in the beginning, the nightclub scene or whatever, where it was raining blood and shit. And either way, Blade bust up in there, doing this Blade shit, cutting shit up and all that, man. And it's like for some reason the music was still playing, like the DJ or somebody was still up there in the booth, like, hey, this guy is fucking killing us, but hey, I'm gonna keep the music playing. We're gonna keep it going. And it's like, how does that work? Either way, Rick and Morty did their thing by portraying two blades while the DJ still, spinning record. I thought that shit was funny. But yeah, back to it. Morty being Morty is like, hey man, and that's the thing about Morty. It seems like he's taking charge more and more each season. Like he's taking charge more and more of his life. And at the same time, I don't know the word for it. He's becoming more assertive. He's becoming more assertive. Like, to see, it's like, that's the thing I like about this show. It's like these characters, they really grow. They don't just, they don't just sit. They don't just start as what they are. They actually grow into different people, like all of them. Beth, Jerry, fucking Summer, all of them. Even with Rick, it's like we're starting to get more and more, like, I say emotionally, like Rick's starting to open up more emotionally than anything. Like at first, it wasn't, it's like he showed certain emotions on how he might be feeling, what he might be thinking. But now it's like every time the episodes progress more and more, it's like we get more insight of what Rick is thinking, how Rick is feeling. And, obviously Rick feels like, not just this, but, some of the feelings he has, he's a piece of shit, obviously. And he feels alone. Like the constant theme of, he just feels really alone. Like he's the most loneliest, just being in the whole universe, throughout all universes. Either way, back to it. I get back to it. I just love the character development of all these characters. But yeah, Morty's getting more assertive. He's carrying Rick. He's handling the situation. He's like, I got this. He puts Rick in the ship. Rick is like, you know, I don't know why I got us into this. You know, based on his spiel, like he hated himself pretty much. He feels sorry for himself. It's like, damn, Rick really is opening up more, and this is a really sad guy. But Morty's like, nah, fuck that. And again, Morty being assertive. He's like, I'm gonna handle this. Just hang on. I'm like, damn, look at Morty. Morty really handling the situation. I don't remember this Morty from the first or the second season. This Morty right here really, now that's the thing, he kept developing throughout the episodes from the first all the way up to season 5. He kept developing, but now it seems like he's more, I don't know, somewhat of a leader. But either way, Hansley tells Rick to hold on. He flies out of there. It's like, hold up, wait. I remember he was flying kind of in the 4th season or whatnot, but now he's like literally like it's nothing to him. He is flying that ship like it's just, I don't know, riding a bicycle or some shit, man. Like, it's crazy. That's why I said these characters, the belt, that shit is crazy. But he's flying the ship out of there. The monster's chasing him. He flies it through a wormhole. Next thing you know, it's like something with the engines on the ship blow out. The fucking steering wheel comes off, and they're diving into Earth, like coming in fast. Morty can't steer it. They have no power. Ship's about to crash. They're about to blow up and for sure die. Rick is passed out, and Morty's just like, fuck. And the thing is, in that situation, it's like I said, these characters develop. Morty from first, maybe second season in that situation, he would have been like, oh boy, oh no. He would have been panicking at the fact that he's about to die. And he went, oh, Rick, please, you know. But in this situation, Morty just, his face went completely emotionless. Like he just was accepting of this shit. Like, I done seen so much shit out here, man. I've been put through so much shit. I done damn near did it all, seen it all. Hey, whatever happens, it can happen. So, whatever, man. And to see that, it's like to be able to express all that with just a certain look, which is why I say the animation of this show, it constantly improves also. It really does. The animation, my God, man. It improves. That's why I say it, with his facial expression being so emotionless, it's like I said, it showed all that. What I just said, it just showed all that without him having to say it. He then after, like I said, his face goes emotional. He pulls out the phone all smooth, calm, like not shaking at all. It's like, bro, you about to die. It's like, damn, boy, when you got this hard, man, like shit. But he takes out his phone and whatnot. He makes a call to Jessica, and he calls Jessica. Jessica's surprised that he called, and she's like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Hey, Jessica, just," and you know, he gotta get it off his chest. He about to die. He says, "Fucking, I'm about to die. Let me just get this shit off my chest." And in a cool, steady way, he tell, "Hey, I always liked you and such," and she ends up saying some shit to him like, "Oh wow," like she's surprised, like he finally stepped up. And she's like, "Wow, I wish you would have said this sooner." And he's like, "Wait, what?" And it's like, yeah, sometimes she said some shit, it kind of got under my skin a little bit, but then at the same time, I'm like, she's not wrong. She's kind of a bitch, but at the same time, she's not. But she said something like, being nervous is selfish. And it's like, that is true. That's true. That shit holds you up from shit. It holds somebody else who you might be able to make, more happier in life. It holds them up from shit. It's like, yeah, she right, but at the same time, fuck you. Cause if you knew already what it was with him, you knew this was a nice dude. You knew he wanted to try to, do no wrong by you and whatnot. So you know he nervous. Okay, why not, help boost my guy up, get him on in there. Like, hey, set a landing strip or something for my boy to land. Like, don't just let him be out there and let him hang yourself out to dry. Like, help the motherfucker. If you know he nervous, help him. But I get it and whatnot. Yeah, you gotta step up and shit. It is what it is. But still, help a motherfucker. But yeah, they talk, and basically she says, "Hey, well, let's get together. What are you doing tonight?" Shit, nothing. And really, it's like he thinking in his head, like, shit. Technically, I was planning on just dying, so really wasn't gonna have nothing going on for some nights. Like, probably for the rest of the nights that you're alive, at least, because I'm gonna be dead. But otherwise, she's like, well, we can watch a movie or something, maybe at your place. And he's like, what the fuck? Shit, okay. And that gave my boy, and that emotionalist face that he had prepared to die is like, it just sparked back up. It got light to it, and it was like, fuck this, I am not dying. It's like, okay, we can do that. So they set the date up, and like I say, you got a boost, and he's like, fuck it, I'm back, I gotta save us. He's like, hell no, we're not dying here. Not dying, I gotta do some shit. He put the steering wheel back on, he kicked some shit or hit some shit, got the ship back moving, he flew, landed that motherfucker on a palm tree, the shit flipped back in the ocean, and it's like, fuck, he saved, and he got the biggest smile in his face. Like, it just, I'm like, to see that, I don't know what you call it, that, y'all know the word, to see basically his face, go dull, and accepting of death. And then when he gets off the phone with Jessica, the girl of his dreams, girl he's been dreaming about, all this shit, been chasing after, been trying to figure out how to talk to, finally talking to, and she's like, yeah, let's kick it. Let's basically Netflix and chill. I'm like, shit, Netflix and chill, man. Hey, bet that I can do that. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. He being cool and shit, we can do that. But then on the inside, he's like, yeah. You feel me? So I'll salute my boy on that, man. It's about time. But otherwise, he got an extra boost. That dull face became that same happy, go lucky Morty we saw from, the beginning of all this shit, and it's like, how long has Morty been like kind of, let's just say, not as bright as he first was at the beginning of the season? When did he start to kind of darken? I didn't really pay much attention to that, but it's like, that's why I said the animation is so important, because you could tell the difference with animation. Like, it's something, I don't know what to call it. It's something like he's darker, like the colors and all that shit, facial expressions. It's, I don't know, but that bright colored happy Morty, I'm not sure if that's a thing with the animation that they're especially doing. Like, if that's something that's been going on throughout the season, y'all let me know. But you could tell, if you look back at it, it's something different about the animation when he's in that, let's just say, not depressed, but just don't give a fuck mood. And when he's in his, he's innocent, but it's like that innocent look though. Like, he's innocent, like birds chirping, shit like that, fucking rainbows, that kind of shit. It's a different look to the animation there. At least I think it looks, at least I think that, but it's probably not. I'm just probably overthinking it, but y'all let me know. But, what was I? Yeah. They land in the ocean, right? Rick wakes up. Morty, he's just in his head, like, fuck yeah, I finally got her. Rick's looking around, it's like, where are we? It's like, I landed us in the ocean. And then he's like, the ocean? It's like, you start to see Rick kind of freak out. It's like, no, we gotta get out of here, man. We gotta get out of here. Morty's just like, what the fuck is going on? What you scared of, man? Next thing you know, this big ass clown pops up, and this fake ass Namor named new, I guess, character that's gonna be part of the Rick and Morty characters. Oh, you got Missy, you got Gearhead. Well, I forgot his real name, but like Rick calls him Gearhead. Um, my guy who what's his name? Denny Trejo plays. You got him, and I'm guessing this character they're introducing is gonna be a recurring character. His name is Mr. Nimbus. I think I said that right, Nimbus or Nimbus. I think it's Nimbus, Mr. Nimbus, but otherwise, this Namor looking dude comes out. For y'all don't know Namor, it's Namor is part of like the Marvel universe. I learned about Namor through shout out to RDC World. You feel me? I learned about Namor through RDC World, because they did like this skit about I think it might have been phase 2, phase 3, some shit like that of what Marvel was doing, and they were doing all the characters, but Namor was one of them, basically the Aquaman of Marvel. I guess he was the fish guy before Aquaman was even invented. But either way, yeah, the fake Namor name, Mr. Nimbus, that's the new character we're introduced to. Rick apparently, I guess, had a beef with him and that brings up the thing Rick was talking about in what's that season 4 when he had the fight with the president? Y'all let me know. I think, yeah, he had to fight with the president. I think that was season 4. But in that fight, it was something he mentioned, like he doesn't go to the ocean. I forgot why, but he doesn't go to the ocean for some reason. I'm guessing that was the reason, because apparently there's something like a treaty where it's a peace between him and Mr. Nimbus. As long as he doesn't go on the ocean, is all good. So otherwise, that's the thing. But yeah, Morty's like, who the fuck is that? And he's like, hey, it's like he's really ashamed to say. He puts his hand like, oh my god. And it's like, it's one of those like one night stands when you look at the motherfucker like, shit, did I do that? But he's like, that's his nemesis. So it's like, wait a minute, this is the guy right here that's the big time, like badass boss video game fight right here. This is the guy that you have a hard time with. Okay. So then we break off into, the theme and whatnot. Now I like not the new song, but I like the new opening. I see we got some Ultron vibes going on in there. The shit, I don't know what's up with the golfing shit. I gotta go back on that again and look at that. I know some wild shit in that. Anyway, I like the new opening, but we go from there to, I guess, for Rick and him to discuss new terms of their agreement, because Rick went in the ocean and I guess that broke their agreement, and apparently Mr. Nimbus is gonna be on Rick's ass, and Rick is scared, and well, I don't think he's scared, but it's like, Rick puts on his poker face, but otherwise it's gonna be some beef between them. So they got to do this new agreement. So Rick invites him over to the Smith's house, and it's like when he gets there, the Smiths are aware because Rick's setting up like the dinner table and shit for Mr. Nimbus. So they're asking Morty, they're like, so do you know this Nimbus? And Morty's like, nah. It's like, and they all wondering, like, did anybody know he had a nemesis? And everybody like, nah. So that's the thing. Everybody's finding out Rick has a nemesis named Mr. Nimbus. That shit goes together. Nimbus. But otherwise, they're figuring out like, okay, that he has a nemesis. We need to know who this is. Who is somebody Rick would actually fear? I mean, out of all the people Rick has faced, out of all the people Rick has beaten, who is the one person that he would really consider a nemesis? Like, this man has fought he has fought God. So who could he literally consider like equal par to him? Mr. fucking Nimbus. So otherwise, he's setting up, he's letting Morty know he's gonna have to help him with the shit because Morty's the one that landed him in the ocean. So Rick, of course, figures a way to blame Morty, for the fuck shit. And technically, yeah, it was Morty's fault. But the point is, like, come on, man. Like, it might have been Morty's fault, but don't blame him for that shit, man. Rick finds a way to blame Morty for a lot of shit. But he's telling Morty he's gonna have to help out tonight because it's his fucking fault, pretty much. And Morty's like, I'm only gonna be able to give you so much help. I finally got my dream girl to come through, so shit, you shit out of luck, my guy, cause you feel me? If I see an opening, I'm about to right in that motherfucker, you feel me? So it is what it is, So Morty feeling himself and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And who can blame Morty? I don't blame Morty. I look at it like, Morty, you did your thing, Playboy. You did your thing. But shit. And this is why I got my notes, people, because I get lost when I start rambling. I get a little lost. So I'm going to try to get a little key point here, Back to it. Like, sorry about that. Also, people, I was about to say, you might notice a few skip parts here in my reaction is because literally, like I said, I get lost in my rambling. So I might put my head down for like 2 or 3 minutes to look through my notes to get me back on point so I can continue with my, my thoughts and all that. And I'll cut that 2-3 minutes out of this shit so it's not so fucking long, you know what I mean? But otherwise, yeah. So Rick is, doing on his shit, blaming Morty, saying, hey, you gotta help out because it's your fucking fault. So he blames Morty as usual. And, Morty tell him, like, yo, fuck you, man. I finally got Jess come through. This is it, man. I done made it. So you gonna get whatever I give you. And whatever little help I get, that's all to it. But otherwise, like I said, these characters develop more and more. Their stories progress more and more separately. But, obviously together because it's a family. But still, separate stories steady progressing too. The fact that Rick continuing to have more trust in Summer than he does Morty. That's something I forgot when that started. I think that kind of started around close to the end of season 3. That kind of started where he started to have a little bit more trust in Summer. Y'all let me know that in the comments too. But it's like, but now, but season 4, he definitely has serious trust in Summer. Like way more. He trusts Summer with a lot more stuff, got Summer on a lot more adventures. Shit's crazy. But otherwise, while him and Morty are gonna do the dinner shit with Mr. Nimbus, he has Summer going on an underwater adventure basically to sneak into Mr. Nimbus' sea cave while he's eating dinner and going over the agreement with Rick to steal like some magical shell or some shit that gives Mr. Nimbus insane power or something that Rick apparently can't defeat. So he sends Summer to that motherfucker to take that shell. That way he can defeat Mr. Nimbus. Mr. Nimbus won't have his power that I guess Rick can't beat. And that's how Rick gonna win. So Rick's basically bullshitting Mr. Nimbus with this agreement, like he's trying to come with a new agreement to keep peace between them. But really he's trying to fuck him over as he Normally does anybody. So otherwise, yeah, he sends Summer to go get that. Now, also in that scene, I guess we learned that Dr. Wong, if I'm saying that shit wrong, look, I am a black man. I'm not racist, obviously. Well, that sounds stupid. But nah, tell me, I can't be racist. I'm like, I'm sorry. So fuck you. But I could be prejudiced, but I'm not prejudiced, you know what I mean? But if that's not the name, y'all let me know. Now, obviously, they did name the Asian doctor something like that on some funny, I forgot what the word is. It's not out of like, bad humor. It's just y'all know what it is. I can't hardly think of the shit, but they named her something like that. I think it's Dr. Wong. So we're gonna go with that for right now. So Dr. Wong, okay. I think she came around in season 4. She was the therapist to the Smith family. Well, to Beth and the kids at least when Beth was going through the divorce shit with Jerry. But she's still involved even with Jerry and Beth now together. And I guess she's marriage counseling them now, basically. So you might as well call it marriage counseling, but she's doing the marriage counseling therapy sessions for Jared, and Beth. So it's like we learn through the scene of Rick sending Summer off to get that shell that the therapy sessions with Dr. Wong is doing wonders for their marriage, and apparently they're, in their words, sex positive. And according to Jerry, they even watch porn together. So it's good things, I guess, going on with Beth and Jerry right now. Glad for them, man. They got a little bit more spunk in their relationship in general. They looking like they're enjoying life with each other. Now that's a different view than what it was, throughout the seasons. We got to see the love hate, really them hate each other and them not necessarily want to be with each other, but feel like it is kind of what it is. Like that's just the way it's got to be, even though they don't want it. But now to actually see them happy, like genuinely happy with each other, that shit's crazy. But yeah, they got a great marriage. Also in that scene, like when Jerry lets his family, his kids, and all of them know, hey, me and your mom watch porn together. We got a sex positive marriage. Everything's great. Rick busts in to get Morty to come out to the garage with him and whatnot, but he also lets Rick know, not Rick, but Rick also lets Jerry know that he has what it is. He has suicide capsules in all of his teeth. He has suicide capsules implanted in all his teeth. And he could, it basically do something with that. He said something like that, basically do something with that. And I'm like, okay, first off, when and how did you implant suicide capsules in all of Jerry's teeth? How did you go? But then it's like, that's Rick. He can fucking do anything. It's Rick. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, where did he even have the thought to do that shit? Like, that's like some interesting shit to me, because I be wondering, and then they show sometimes like Rick's thought process on something that he could say at random like that. They show him actually do certain things that you could see him saying at random, like such and such and such. But you actually get to see the process of him doing some like just wild, unnecessary shit. Like the shit with Morty I think it might have been in season 1 with the fake Freddy Krueger. He did the thing from Inception. He built the little thing. He literally built that shit. He explained to Morty about getting better grades and shit. Morty's like, well, you and all that time, couldn't you have just helped me with my homework and pat? And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, you could see Rick possibly mentioning that invention on doing that, like after maybe helping Morty with his homework. Like, I could have just insulted your teacher to get you better grades because I designed such and such. And it's like, okay, we don't get no more background on that, but we don't necessarily need it. The same thing like with the shit, like I was saying, with him putting the suicide capsules in all of Jerry's teeth, when and how, and it could have showed that process, but we really don't need it. We just know it's Rick. Fuck it. We can imagine like the process he might have went to do that, which is why I say this show is like genius. But where was I? Like, he took Morty to the garage because he said he had to age up. He wanted Morty's help to age up some wine because Mr. Nimbus doesn't quote unquote drink cheap shit. So they got a few cases of, I guess, gallon jug wine, and they got a few cases of it. And Rick opens this portal that apparently leads to this world that's, I guess, a version of Narnia. By the way, I gotta go back and watch Narnia. I haven't watched Narnia since I was a kid, but I remember bits and pieces of it. But apparently, Rick opens a portal to this world like Narnia, and in this world, time moves faster than on Earth, if that's how you say it. Time moves faster in the Narnia. We're just gonna call it Narnia world. Time moves faster in the Narnia world than it does on Earth. So Rick starts tossing like the cases of wine into this portal that leads to the Narnia world, and he's tossing it in there because I'm guessing, well, not guessing, well, yeah, it's guessing. It's like a few seconds, and on Earth it's like a few years in the Narnia world. So he's tossing his wine in there to sit there for like maybe 15, 20 minutes, which is like hundreds of years almost in the Narnia world. So the wine is going to age, well, quickly in Earth time. So basically, I'm guessing, let's just say he bought Walmart wine for like, and he had cases of it. So basically, he bought a lot of good cheap wine, and he's aging it up like hundreds of years within a few minutes. But otherwise, Morty's supposed to be in charge of the wine, so he's supposed to go through the portal after however long and get the wine to bring to Mr. Nimbus to drink. So I don't need to know what's in that cup. Don't stop asking questions. Stop asking. So otherwise, Morty's in charge of the wine. So like I said, it's getting thrown into this Narnia world where time is faster. And that's interesting how that works. Also, what I noticed is that, y'all let me know this, is that, because I'm going to go back and look, I'm thinking about it now. Is that a new portal gun that they have? Is that a new portal gun design Rick created? It looks like, I think that's what he's using to literally, I don't think it was just specifically for the Narnia world. I think that's a portal gun he's been using throughout this episode when he's been using it. So y'all let me know if that's a new portal gun. I think it is. If it is, I like the design. I do. I'm trying to figure out what it might be also referencing, because it looks like it looks like it's from something specifically. I'm thinking like a movie. It kind of reminds me somewhat of something out of a movie, that design of that portal gun. But either way, Morty's in charge of the wine. He's in charge of retrieving the wine, and he's gonna keep Mr. Nimbus supplied. He's gonna keep the cup, filled. So Otherwise, that's what happens. All right. Next thing you know, it's like what it is, because Morty's telling Rick some shit about, basically trying to make sure, he has time to get with Jessica. Because, like, yo, fuck all this other shit you talking about. I'm trying to get with this chick, man. I've been trying for some time. And also, that's some wild shit. Y'all let me know how much time y'all think has passed by in this show. And when did Morty stop going to school, apparently? Because that's also what we learned in the garage scene with the wine tossing in Narnia, that apparently from Morty's mouth he missed years of school. He missed a few years. He said, I haven't been to school in years. Like, when exactly did he stop going to school? Like, he said years. Like, what the fuck is going on here? I need to know, y'all give me the theory on that one, but when did he stop going to school? How many years do y'all think, or what episode shows you like basically a lack of him going to school at a certain point? How much time do you think has went by, I guess, in season, 5 and whatnot? Like, to where, do you think years has possibly come, like season 5, do you think technically in their time it might have been years, like from season 4 to season 5? So within that time, Morty hasn't went to school. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know, man, because I'm curious on that one. I'm curious. But Morty also shows a little backbone, well, more backbone, when Rick basically starts to rant at him saying, I never asked you to do anything. I need you to, like, do the shit with the wine and all that. And Morty, like, man, fuck that. You never asked me to do anything. It's like, you asked me to do every fucking thing. And it's like, okay, Morty's like, he's not taking this shit, man. I mean, like I said, that the beginning scene where it's like his face went completely emotionless, like he was accepting of death, like I just seen it all, I did it all. It's like now he's like, the way he's talking is like, man, look, I done did every fucking thing that you didn't have me do, which is some of the most wildest shit. Don't say you don't ask me to do shit, and it's like, basically trying to do something for himself right now. Rick is being, selfish, and that's normal, but still, it's like Morty's starting not to take that shit no more. That's starting not to be okay with Morty. You can see that. And I'm like, okay, well, this isn't good. Is there like a small separation of the partnership going on here? I mean, either way, that's what's going on. But look, so we get into a little bit more. A fucking music sound comes out. Rick's like, hey, it's a clown. It's Mr. Nimbus magic. Whatever horn sound, whatever the music is that plays out. And they walk out. The whole family, they go outside. Mr. Nimbus pulls up on an ocean wave, sitting inside of a big ass clam that opens up, and Mr. Nimbus pops out. And I don't want to talk about what squirts from that clam, but apparently, when the clam opens, Mr. Nimbus is out. Stuff squirts out of the clam, all right, and he rubs it all over his body like lotion. That is I don't know what's up with that, but we're not going to discuss that, man, all right? We're going to keep it moving. So, Mr. Nimbus pops on the scene, you feel me? And Jerry's looking at him. The whole family's looking at him, but Jerry's looking at him like, fuck? And he looks at Rick, and he's like, this is the guy? This is your Nimbus, the big bad villain, the guy that makes you scared. Like, this is him. And, that's saying something when Jerry has to say, hey, man, the fuck is this, man? Like that's something serious when Jerry has to look at you kind of crazy and sideways. Like, come on, this got to be a joke. Like, nah, it's not a joke, Jerry. And Jerry's like, he's looking at Mr. Nimbus like, this guy is obviously weak. And Jerry's thinking to himself, like, so weak to the point where the police, just regular police department, can defeat him. Basically mean arrest him and whatnot. And they'll handle him. Like, it's no real effort or power or scientific creations needed to beat somebody like this. Just put some handcuffs on and lock them up. That's how Jerry's looking at it. So Jerry tells Mr. Nimbus, like, hey, like, get off my lawn. I'm about to call the cops. And Mr. Nimbus, like, basically in his way, fuck you. And Jerry's like, all right. But Rick is like, he controls the police, man. They're like, controlling. How the fuck is he in control? So Jerry calls the police and we find out, yes, Mr. Nimbus somehow magically he does control the police. He makes the police fight each other. He makes the police again. I'm not sure. Y'all let me know how censored this shit is with YouTube, because I get that I can get off with saying some stuff here, but I'm not sure how much I can say. And when I say things exactly for what they are. So I don't know what the censorship is. I'm trying to get monetized one day, y'all. All right, I'm trying to get some YouTube money. I'm trying to get paid. Look, I'm trying to get paid, man. I need some YouTube money. And my thing is, I don't want to say some shit that could possibly, I don't know, get this video taken down or some shit, because I'm uncensored and whatnot. I'm uncensored in general, but like I said, some stuff I guess I might get kind of, even though it's not graphic, but it might sound graphic or something to YouTube people monitoring and stuff. I don't know how that works. Y'all let me know why I do that. But otherwise, yeah, he makes them fight and other stuff. And after that, yeah, it's established Mr. Nimbus, he's not a weakling necessarily. So at that point, you know, he's eyeing Jerry down, you know, and then he's like, I like this one. And it's like, shoot. He gives him like a certain look, and then I forgot in between there, but he basically walks off while slapping Beth on the ass, heads into the house. He looks back at Jerry and Beth, gives him a certain look, and then I guess his starfish assistant shows up. Also, what's my chick name? Also, Jessica shows up, and you know, Morty looking like yes. And I'm feeling every time I see Morty catch that big smile, I start feeling that shit too. I'm like, yes, Morty, yes. I'm right along with him. Like I don't know. I don't know about y'all, but I'm lit. I'm just turned up for Morty. I'm turned all the way up for Morty. I'm for all Morty. Like whatever's good going on for Morty, I'm for that shit. So otherwise, Morty brings Jessica in. Mr. Nimbus, he walks by, slaps Beth on the ass, gets in the house. He looks back at Beth and Jerry. And after that, after he goes in, his starfish assistant pops up. And she has these forms with her. She's saying, okay, so you know, she's talking to the Smith. She's like, okay, so Mr. Nimbus just gave you a look. And it's like, motherfucking a look. And it's like, she basically, yeah, he would like to, and then they come to understand that basically he want to have a three-way with him. And the starfish assistant has the, I guess, forms for them to sign, consensual shit and all that. And even with the shit like sending them a gift basket after they have the three-way, like literally, I'm like, fucking gift that shit dope. That's hard. Mr. Nimbus got game, man. This dude got game. But otherwise, yeah, that was that. And Beth and Jerry looking at like, well, you didn't seem like you were upset by it. Like, you didn't seem upset either. Like, shit, are we doing this? Think we're doing this? I'm like, oh shit, damn. They done got freaky in their marriage. Okay, cool. Hey, I don't knock it. I don't knock it. But otherwise, everybody's inside and whatnot. I think Rick's telling Morty some shit like, get the wine. And while Morty's bringing Jessica in and whatnot, he takes her into whatever the fuck that is, their living room, dining room, I think living room. And interdimensional cable makes a return. While Morty's bringing Jessica into the living room to sit down and whatnot, I guess get a movie or something started, he turns on, he's like, hey, you want to watch some interdimensional cable? He turns it on, and of course, it's some great ad libbing that we usually get in interdimensional cable. It's my boy Justin Roy doing the voices, ad libbing and shit. You can tell he's ad libbing, but it's a thing with the Nintendo 64, basically Nintendo 64 Switch, and the show is called Nintendo 69 on the interdimensional cable, and it's like he's damn, again, y'all let me know how like graphic I'm allowed to get here on YouTube, because again, it's not graphic shit, man, but I get that for the baby ears, it might sound, when I say something kind of out there, but I just say what it is, even though it's nothing for real, man. Y'all know it's nothing, but I don't want to say something, you know what I mean? But anyway, it's called, y'all get it with the name. It's called Nintendo 69 on the interdimensional cable. So otherwise, yeah, we get a little bit of that. Morty turns it off, and he sits next to Jessica, and Jessica's like, so, did I overhear that you were getting wine? And it's like, oh, you want to get a little slither, don't you, baby? You want to get a little slither. I got you. She's like, you think you can get some more? Like, for me? Like, it's like, Morty, look, he's like, hey, yeah, I can get you some wine. I'm thinking to myself, like, hold up, Morty. Nah, hey, come on now. I mean, what's going, you can't take advantage now. You feel me? Unless, hey, well, I don't want to talk about that and get myself in a crossword here, a what you call it, a hole. I don't want to dig myself a hole here, because talking about, I guess, certain things like that is something that could land you in a hole, a big hole, a super YouTube hole, where people are like, hey, we're not gonna focus on that, people. No, I'm not gonna edit that shit out because I didn't say anything. But either way, that's not the move, Morty. That's not the move. If you're getting the wine, I hope it's because you think it gives you more cooler points in her eyes, and not because you think that it might inebriate her on certain decisions. Point is, he's hyped up about getting her the wine. He's like, fuck yeah, I get you the wine. So Morty, show out when I do his thing, give Shaw a little wine and shit, give a little taste. He goes ahead, he goes through the portal to get the first batch of wine to, deliver to Mr. Nimbus. So Mr. Nimbus, drink, as Rick say, the good shit. And he opens the portal, he goes through the Narnia world, and it's all like bright and sunshine and bright green trees and all kinds of shit. And while he's picking up one of the crates of wine, he runs into a creature person. He runs into one of the creatures of Narnia, which is some blue, I don't know what to call it, some blue thing that goes by the name Hoovy. Hoovy is a older dude, basically, that's blue and part animal, and he ends up talking to Hoovy, and Hoovy's like, hey, well, I'll help you with that crate of wine, because you know, Hoovy's a nice creature. We're just gonna call him persons. We're gonna call him people. Hoovy's a nice blue person. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, I'll help you with that crate of wine to your world. So he picks up the crate of wine to help Morty. It's like, nah, man, it's good. You don't have to. He's like, no, I'll help you. So, because Hoovy's really nice. He's a really nice guy. So Hoovy's about to help Morty through the portal. Then out comes Hoovy's wife out of their cottage, you know, house thing, and she's pregnant, and she's like, hey, Hoovy, like, you know, and he's like, hey, don't worry, honey, I'm just helping this nice boy carry some of this wine that's been sitting here for decades. And like I said, the time is way faster in that world, so it's only been a few minutes. Like on Earth, it's like years and decades that pass in Narnia world, the Narnia world there. So otherwise, it's like, I'm just gonna help this boy with these crates of wine that's been sitting here for decades, and I'm gonna help him with it. He's just talking so nice and like nonchalant, and he's just a good person, man. So he helps Morty with the crates. He walks through the port. They're both in Earth now, and Morty, he opens up while Hoovy's putting down a crate of wine. He's like, I just got this girl, man. I'm here and I'm really nervous. And Hoovy gives him like a few words of encouragement, like about how when he was, you know, trying not to mess things up when he first, you know, was talking to his wife before, you know, she was his wife and whatnot. And Morty's like, oh, so you didn't mess up, baby? And he was like, no, I messed up everything, but that's how I knew she was the one for me. And because she stayed basically regardless, you know? So it was like, man, that shit was hard. It really encouraged more and more. He felt that he got a little boost of confidence. He felt like, okay, you know what? I can do this, man. I can do this. I got this far. I can do this. Appreciate that shit, Hoovy. So Morty's like, huh, man, take a bottle of wine back with you, man. I really appreciate it. It was like, no, man. You ain't. Morty's like, no, please. So Hoovy takes the wine and he's like, thank you and shit. So we got some wine. He about to go home to the missus and do his thing. And Hoovy walks through the portal, and this bright sunshine world is now dark and gloomy, and lightning and shit is all around, and the trees aren't that green anymore, and his nice cottage home looks run down and it's boarded up and shit. And at that point, I realized, oh yeah, I think I gotta get ready to wrap this up, because shit, it's 2:00 in the morning, y'all. Yeah, I'm going on and on. But basically, I realized at that point when he walked back through that point, it seemed like that. This show is really good at doing things in a way where you would literally forget, and then it'll jog your memory like, hey, remember this? It's like, fuck, I forget that. But when I seen all that dark, cloudy shit, his house run down, I said, oh no. Time moves by quickly in this world. Just a few minutes on Earth is like years passing by in that world. Damn near decades. And it's like he goes into his home. He spins the chair around that looks to have his pregnant wife in it. And it's just the skeleton of her. So he was gone for ages damn near. And out of the corner is this mini Hoovy looking person. It's like, hello, father. It's like, father, like what the fuck? When were you born? And the Hoovy Jr. pops up at him. He's like, I told mother if I ever see you again, I would avenge her. And he puts a knife through Hoovy. And Hoovy's like, it wasn't my fault. And then his son was like, well, whose fault is it? Whose fault? And he tells him, hey, it was the kid out the magical portal. So Hoovy Jr. had held on to that, I guess, for years in his world, but minutes on Earth. And Morty ends up, not knowing all that shit happened. Morty takes he has 2 jugs of the wine. He takes one to Mr. Nimbus, And Mr. Nimbus takes a couple gulps out that shit. He tosses it on the wall, breaking it. And while Morty's walking away with the second jug so he can go give some to Jessica, Nimbus, after throwing that jug, only taking a couple gulps out of it and not even finishing the wine, it's like, more. And Morty turned around like, what the fuck, more? And it's like, motherfucker, you ain't even finished that shit. What you mean, more? It's like, and Mr. Nimbus just says, more wine, and Morty, and fucking Rick's like, give him the wine. And Morty's like, no, man, I mean, Morty's like, Rick, being Rick, just give him the wine. And Morty's like, fuck. So Morty gives him the wine, and again, Mr. Nimbus takes only a few gulps out that shit and tosses it on the wall, breaking it. And it's like, well, it's so much wine left in there. Well, you're not even drinking this shit for real, man. Like, what the fuck? But otherwise, Morty's on his way to get even more wine now from Mr. Nimbus. So he's about to go back through the portal, but he runs into Jessica. And Jessica's like, hey, did you get that wine yet? And he's like, no, I'm on my way to get it. And she's like, I thought you were already getting it. Like, it's like, yeah, well, it's like, shit, man. Come on, Shai trying to get slaughtered right now, man. Like, you got to get this wine, Morty. Like, you got to get it, man. Like, she's like, okay. And then he's like, you can just, go watch the movie until I get there. And she, like, puts this sexy look on and shit. Like, nah, I just wait for you. I can wait. Like, and Morty's like, he turns around and it's like, catches this real goofy ass fight. Just, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm with you, Morty. I'm with you. I'm saying the same shit. Holy shit. Go, Morty, go. But otherwise, Morty, he goes back through the portal. And when he goes through the portal, the world's still dark, gloomy, all that. Narnia looking real fucked up. And when Morty gets there, he's met by a voice from Hoovy Jr., who's now not a small boy, but now older man, damn near 50-something years old. It is like, I've been waiting for you. Hoovy Jr. sitting over there at his mother's gravestone, and Morty looks and he's like, Hoovy, and Hoovy Jr. stand up and just bust his shirt off and just swole like fucking Hulk Hogan or something. And he's like, never say his name. Like shit, who did it? And the thing that Morty says in that situation is literally something that hit my mind a few times when I watch certain things like this in a way. Basically, why are all the old guys so jacked? Like for real, y'all, if y'all watch anime, you notice that in anime a lot of times, like, it's always the old guys that are like jacked. Like, these motherfuckers are built. Like, these, man, like, bruh, why are the old motherfuckers so built like that? Why in animation are they the ones that's jacked and will fuck somebody up more than anything? That it's the old people. But the point is, Morty looking like, why are you so jacked? And Hoovy Jr. commences on beating the fuck out of Morty. He's, he beat Morty ass because it's like Morty caused all this pain and he ripped up, he destroyed a family. And Morty escapes, gets back to the real world, and he's like, fuck that. I'm trying to get some tonight. I've been wanting this girl my whole life, damn near. I'm about to do this shit. Fuck what you talking. Morty straps up and it's like he goes into the world. He goes back through the portal, and now Hoovy Jr. is an old man. And when he gets through that shit, he's looking at Hoovy Jr. like shit, like, you're old now. What the fuck? And well, because matter of fact, Morty just walked back through that motherfucker. He kicked Hoovy Jr., that old ass motherfucker, his shit. And Hoovy Jr., like, his grandkids around there, and they just looking like, who the fuck kicks an old guy like that? It's like, Morty's like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, he wasn't old like that a few minutes ago. And it's like, the granddad's like, I told you he'll come back. He pulls out this fucking Assassin's Creed knife he has in his wrist and shit, and like hidden under his clothing by his wrist, and he goddamn stabs Morty ass, well, slices Morty, and Morty's like, the fuck, and he beats his ass again. And he takes the wine and get out of there. And it's like, with shit, man, hey, damn it. I could talk about this shit for hours, people. As you can see, this shit has been going for a while. I'm sorry. I can talk about it. My thing is, it's a lot of key details that I like talking about when it comes to Rick and Morty. My overall though, I really love this episode. It's a lot of shit. The fact that he got the name the Dark Child and it spanned of generations of Hoovy's family for generations, just dreading and waiting for the return of Morty and ready to defend and kill Morty. Like, generations of Hoovy's family have been like literally impacted by Morty. That shit is fucking hilarious. I was say I skipped over a lot of detail then because I know I would go on and on, but basically after that shit, generations of Hoovy's family have literally been preparing to take down Morty, this evil force known as the Dark Child. My God, man, we're gonna skip past this. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. With everything, that whole plot, that little subplot right there. It's a lot of subplots in this show, bro. But as far as it go, let me get back to one of the most interesting parts. It's a few really interesting parts. And if y'all want me to do full, I guess, full thoughts on what I think of the episode, basically meaning like with my thoughts, I haven't even looked at my notes. Yeah, I looked at my notes like 2 times to get me back on point, but those 2 little times, this whole time I've been talking, I haven't even looked at my notes. I think it's probably only one skip part where you can see the video probably edited, and that's that one time I looked at my notes for like 2 minutes. So you'll notice that edit in here. You'll notice that. But otherwise, I've been talking besides that 3-minute edit that I did. I've been talking this whole time pretty much off the top with this episode. But otherwise, a few key points here that I'm going to end this with. And like I said, if y'all want me to go into detail on what I think, and meaning is going to be a lot of the details that I'm going to mention on the episode, I'm going to give my opinion on. I'm going to talk about what excites me, which is going to be a lot of details and shit. If y'all want me to fully go into that, then let me know, or I could just, do as much as I think at least isn't too much for y'all, and I'll just, speed through like I'm doing now. But either way, I like to be able to fully talk about, I like to fully be able to talk about the episode. But at the same time, I do understand y'all just want to, get on through with it. I get that shit too, so it's all good either way. Just let me know. But yeah, a few key things. While Morty is bringing the wine to Mr. Nimbus for like, I think 3rd time maybe, he drops the wine and it breaks. And it's this whole thing, obviously. Mr. Nimbus like, what's going on? Like, I believe this is set up by you, Rick. You're trying to do something. And Rick's like, nah, he just such and such. And, Rick kind of, was on his bullshit with more about dropping the wine. And Mr. Nimbus on his bullshit in a way. And Mr. Nimbus ends up mentioning something like, I like that other one you had. What was his name again? Cal? And I'm thinking to myself, who the fuck is Cal? And a thought crossed my mind. I'm like, y'all know the whole, if y'all are Rick and Morty fans, y'all know the whole theories on evil Morty, Rick, the Morty that we're seeing our Rick with right now might not be the original Morty for that Rick, but more like a replacement Morty. And the original Morty, that Rick that we see is evil Morty. And it's like, was that the name of the original Morty, Cal? And if that's the case, how the fuck did he get the name Cal? And if that wasn't the original Morty or evil Morty's name in general, and he was just Morty, who is Cal exactly? Is that like somebody else close to Rick? Who is this Cal person that Mr. Nimbus named? That kind of threw me off. And it was also another thing with Mr. Nimbus, the fact when he was talking, like he was talking to Rick when he was saying about how, like, how would Diane, Rick's wife, how would she feel about it? Was, I forgot what it was, forgot the words, but how would she feel about something? And Rick, grabs Mr. Nimbus, like, don't try to add, mechanical backstory to it. It's like, so the fact that Mr. Nimbus knows Diane, how far is Mr. Nimbus and Rick's relationship then? Like, as far as knowing each other, how long have they known each other? Like, how does Mr. Nimbus know Diane? Like, what's going on there exactly? What's the story? And another thing that cost me was what it was. It was I forgot. Oh yeah, when Mr. Nimbus and Rick was going back and forth with each other, Rick ended up mentioning something like, I would go back to the city of Atlantis and get some of that mermaid puss. Now, for some of y'all that know, I think, yeah, that was season 4. It was Rick Lantis. That was the name of the episode, Rick Lantis. But in that episode, we followed Rick and Morty, who didn't go to Atlantis. Like, Rick and Morty went to Atlantis. We was watching the Rick and Morty that was going to Atlantis, but then we was looking, they switched us out from that Rick and Morty and showed us like the citadel of Ricks, and we got to see that whole society of Ricks and Mortys, living in the area with each other and all that in space and shit. And we got to see that whole society. And that's what we got instead of the Rick Lantis episode. And at the end of Rick Lantis, which was really the citadels of Rick, we got our scene at the end of the episode, after the credits and shit, where we do go back to the Rick and Morty that went to Atlantis. And Rick and Morty hop out, and Rick is just talking like, boy, I got some of that mermaid puss. It should like, he like, wow, got some of that mermaid puss. Can't wait to do another adventure and get some more of that mermaid puss. And it's like, from my understanding, I think that was C137 Rick and Morty. So we're fine. And that's the thing, apparently. Dan Harmon apparently switches out, like, it's certain things to let you know that it's a switch out, but it's very small details. But apparently we are watching multiple Rick and Mortys. We're not always watching the C137 Rick and Morty, which is like how they switched us from Rick Lantis with C137 Rick and Morty. Instead, it showed us the citadel of Ricks and Mortys. And apparently, we don't always see our Rick and Morty. But I'm sure this is C137 Rick and Morty for the episode that we were seeing for this season 5 here. This season 5, episode 1. I'm pretty sure there's C137 because he was talking to Mr. Nimbus about the mermaid puss. So it's like, the episode we technically didn't get to see, like Rick Lannis, him go to Atlantis. Like, okay, so this is C-137 Rick and Morty. And when Mr. Nims mentions Rick's wife, Diane, it's like, okay, so are we gonna get some more of that this season? And still, again, who is this cow person that he mentioned? Who is that? This episode contained a lot, man. And that's the thing. Rick and Morty's episodes always contain a lot. That's why I said, y'all let me know if y'all want me to do a fast, play-by-play. And I'll do it like that. It won't go on too long like this. But if y'all want my full thoughts and whatnot, let me know too, and I'll do it that way. But just know, if I do full thoughts at the end of the reaction when I'm talking like this, you might get maybe 40, maybe 45 minutes to maybe an hour and a half of me just talking about this episode, like the different details and things and my thoughts on certain things that's going on. You'll get maybe an hour and a half, close to 2 hours, but maybe like an hour which I more than likely will if it stretches past a damn hour. Like maybe 45 minutes at best, because I might cut out a lot of shit. But y'all let me know if y'all want like full thought. If y'all want full thoughts, I will do them like this. But if y'all want, just go ahead and do a play-by-play, get it through. I can do it like that too. It doesn't bother me. Trust me. We can keep it moving. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get this knocked out before episode 2 comes out, which is like I said, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning now. So, and it's Saturday, and that means, tomorrow the new episode is dropping. Definitely doing my reaction to that. So yeah, I wanted to knock this shit out before then. I know it's some other stuff. Obviously, if y'all are wanting the full thoughts, it's some other stuff you probably want me to mention. I know. A lot of shit. The cyberpunk shit. It's a lot. It's a lot. And that's why I say it's a lot to unpack. I don't see how people can do like quick, play by play and keep it moving. I get it though, the attention span is short, and at the same time, people got shit to do, so they're not trying to be sitting for like, over an hour listening to you talk. I get it, but it's hard for me. But if y'all let me know, like, hey, yeah, we just need the play by play, man, keep it moving, I'll do that. You feel me? But if y'all want me to, like I said, do the full thoughts where I'm going detail for detail, not necessarily for you, but because that's just how I do things. Like, I love detail, so I will go literally scene by scene by scene, which y'all saw me doing at the beginning of this. But if that's what y'all want, let me know. Otherwise, do the play by play. But yeah, season 5, episode 1. We're all to a good start. Good start. So either way, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Out.